Hello, and welcome. We're going to go ahead and get right into this article, okay? Let's do it. Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy appointments of President-elect Donald Trump's Department of Government Efficiency gave their approval to a proposal that abolishes the Department of Education. Corey DeAngelis, who is a senior fellow at the American Culture Project, posted on X that the Department of Education failed an audit for the third year in a row. Abolish it, DeAngelis, a prominent school choice advocate, wrote. Very reasonable proposal, Ramaswamy responded. Yes, Musk, the owner of Tesla, added. The Department of Government Efficiency, also called DOGE, is aimed at suggesting ways to dismantle government bureaucracy and restructure federal agencies in order to save costs and improve efficiency. DOGE is not an official government agency, and it remains unclear of how the department will be structured and carry out its mission. DeAngelis posted a report authored by Education and Workforce Committee Chairwoman Virginia Fox, RNC, in which she slammed the Education Department for failing their last audit. Just in case, we needed more proof that Secretary Cardona has failed students. Now we have the numbers. After 2 consecutive failed audits, it could only go up for Cardona, and yet he's found a way to dig the hole even deeper, failing to live up to his promise to revamp and address the audit failures, Fox wrote. Thankfully, the Trump administration will arrive soon and be able to clean up the messes created by the Biden-Harris administration. January 20th can't come soon enough. Trump signaled during the campaign that he supports abolishing the department. Trump said he'll prioritize closing up the Department of Education in Washington, D.C., and sending all education and education work it needs back to the states. This article is from Fox News. Taylor Penley contributed to this report. I have a video here that's sharing 2 sides. One that's for abolishing the Department of Education, and one that's not for abolishing the Department of Education. So it's 2 different sides, but I did get this video. I think they're in Texas. I'm in North Carolina, but that's what I found, so that's what I used. Check it out.
Getting rid of the federal Department of Education could be disastrous for Tennessee schools.
I think without the federal government's interference, we would actually have a much better education program.
Tonight in Crisis in the Classroom, President-elect Donald Trump could do away with the U.S. Department of Education. Good evening, everybody. I'm Scott Couch.
And I'm Megan O'Halloran. This was part of Mr. Trump's Agenda 47, but even the prospect is dividing educators in Tennessee. Fox 17 News' Caitlin Miller joining us live from the state capitol with both sides of this growing debate. Caitlin.
Megan, Scott, some Republican state lawmakers believe that less interference from the federal government will enhance educational programs here in Tennessee, while some Democrats say it will be detrimental because we'll lose a huge part of our funding and protection from the federal government. Education leaders say President-elect Donald Trump attempted to dismantle the U.S. Department of Education during his first term and now say it's a top priority for his second term. Republican Senator Mark Pody supports the move and says education was never supposed to be regulated by the federal government. He says it was always meant for state government.
I think they've overstepped their power and authority at that point.
But Democratic State Senator Jeff Yarborough argues the U.S. Department of Education is critical.
Almost all the standards that are set for ensuring that they get a high quality education, that they get some access to learning and to a better future, like those rules are primarily brought in by the federal government.
J.C. Bowman with the Professional Educators of Tennessee adds the U.S. Department of Education is also a layer of protection if a teacher is abused or making sure disabled students get the resources that they need. But Senator Pody believes focusing on the state will lead to a better education program.
I think that we're going to get actually a lot better bang for the dollar that's spent without that layer of interference from the federal government.
Senator Yarborough says it will put a larger burden on Tennessee taxpayers to fund schools.
More than 1 out of every $10 that educates children in Tennessee comes from the federal government. Like, wiping out those funds and those dollars is an insane thing to do.
And he says it will be up to the state government to make sacrifices in other areas to make up this difference. Ending the agency would require the approval from Congress and a great deal of political capital, but abolishing the U.S. Department of Education is possible.
I have a question. If you would, let me know down in the comments, why are you for or against abolishing the Department of Education, and give me your reasons on why you are for or against it, as well as anyone that is not sure where they stand at as of now, or you may not know where you stand at ever. Just let me know down in the comments. If you would, like, comment, share, and subscribe.